Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Prophecy of Pendor. In today's episode we are doing the new quest line that is called The Old Tale. But let's fight this battle real quick. And during this battle I'll try to tell you what happened in between the episodes. So, in between the episodes I was trying to level up my troops, but to be honest I had most of them killed in battles against Inquisitors. Amazingly enough, because I forgot that Inquisitor armies sometimes have really decent troops like the mercenary cavalrymen and mercenary sharpshooters, which are really good. So I got a little bit confident fighting them, and I lost most of my troops. And actually, I had jumped into a really tough battle against them, and I lost around 12 of my people. But fortunately, we compensate that from prisoners and that stuff. But after that battle I got a really decent armor. I'll try to show you this on the screen. I thought I was recording that battle, but I was not, so don't sue me for that. I also got this bow since we are in the Ravenster area and Wolfbolt the Slayer is there. The god will manifest himself or herself in this bow to help you to fight Wolfbolt the Slayer. But once Wolfbolt the Slayer is captured or defeated by anyone, this bow will disappear forever and will not come back even if Wolfbolt the Slayer comes back. And also, I went to Roman the Slave Trader, and this time I got 2 Noldor Hunters, which is really rare to occur actually, to have Noldor troops from Roman the Slave Trader. So that was good. I also moved the horses from Singal to Saliron and the armor from Ethos to Janus. Oh, that's a very good helm. I may use it, but not now. Keep it with me. Keep the horse. Nice. That's nice. Actually, these are pretty good things. And that bow was pretty good also. Well, let's keep it. Is there anything good here? Yeah, the gauntlets are good. I think we are good to go. Let's move on with our lives. Let's move on. As you can see right now, we are having 104 in our army, so we are actually doing pretty good. And we have some companions that I want. Alyssa is one of the companions that I don't want, but I keep her because she may help me get some really decent troops like the Iron Circus Centurions. These guys are insane, and she's the only companion that can help me get these guys. As you can see, we are having pretty good amount of high tier troops in our party, so we most likely will not have much of a problem fighting in the map. Let's use this home. So before starting this quest line, I would like to apologize about my terrible English, about my bad pronunciation, but I'll try to be as clear as possible, and just bear with me here.
Looking for a warm fire and pleasant conversation.
Something I recall a few weeks ago. I was traveling to Saliron. On my way there I arrived to the village of Kewin. Beautiful lands there. During the evening, at the local tavern, just as the light faded, the farmers and locals began trickling in for spirits and food. Many resides in the center as I tuckered in the corner. Unwanted attention has its flaws, you know. A few elderly stock joined nearby, already very drunk. They began talking about a castle or ruins, rather distorted by the noise. I also heard something like betrayal, massacre, fortress. Fortress, you said? Yes. I was so intrigued by the discussion that once I got to Saliron, I immediately went to the Great Library and tried to find more information. I found nothing. Nothing in the history books, and no maps show any castles near Kewin. I have even asked a nearby lines something, only to be told that what I heard was drunken nonsense. And furthermore, that I should not waste my time on it. But what those men described was so convincing, it seems like a missing opportunity to not investigate further. Would you be interested in good old archaeological hunt? I got some times on my hand. I'd be glad to discover these so-called ruins if they exist. Okay, now we have the quest, The Old Tale Part 1. Speak with the village elder of Kaewin. So, let's move on. We'll try to just escape these armies. No. Okay. Jatu and Miss Mountain tribes. That's too much for me. But we are really fast on the map, so we should not have many problem here. Let's go to Laria real quick. Check it and then move to Kaewin. Let's go and speak with the village elder. Yeah. Good day, sir. A question. But there any castle nearby? The closest one is Seven Keep, but it's half a day away, sir. There's nothing in between, only fields and some ruins. Ruins? Yes, sir. Some ruins nestled at the base of the mountain range, just over that way, where the river begins its descent. Elderly locals say that they are cursed, but we know how adult the old mind can be. Could you give me more instructions on how to get there, or at least find it? The ruins are not that far from here, sir, but they can be easily missed. Follow the river toward the mountain range and follow it inward where the river has curved. So it's something near the mountain. So we should check. We should go in the direction of the mountain where it curves. I think we are heading this way. This is the mountain range they are talking about. Is the nothing here? Yeah. Okay, let's check this. Yeah, I found the place described by elderly. Bushes, trees, few stones like there. Okay, let's investigate the area. Oh, actually, it looks pretty good. I want to investigate everything here in here. I'm a little bit afraid, to be honest. Maybe it's not a good idea to investigate this area during night. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna wait and investigate it later in the morning. I'm really scared. Okay. Actually, the quest is updated. I don't know why, but I have not checked anything yet. It seems that some times ago a battle took place here. You found so far only rubbish, few bent swords, skeletons, rusty armor pieces, which resemble a griffon. Search the valley for much more carefully. So we need to search the valley for something useful for the quest. Okay. Actually, I kind of like the style of this map of these ruins. Oh, holy crap! That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And sword in here, but we can't take it. So let's move and continue our search. I see some skeletons on the ground, but I don't know if we can have anything from here. I can't get in there with the horse, unfortunately, but it's okay. Let's continue our investigations. A sword, skeletons, more skeletons. Good. There's stairs. We may go up here or try to go in here. I think the horse cannot go anywhere, so let's dismount real quick. That's is that an arrow? Yeah. Oh, it's a chest. That's a chest, yeah. That's fragile book. And actually these are used by the Knights of the Griffon, as I remember. A fragile book quest item. So I think we have found what we were supposed to find. That's the shield of the Griffon also. Does my horse got bored and decided to go investigate on his own? The horse so skeleton and I'm out of here. I'm not staying here. I really love actually investigating some areas like the ruins like this, because I don't know, it just feels like really good. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on with our lives. Is that a broken bridge or a building? Or that's nice. I'm Spider-Man. Ooh. So I think while investigating the area, I want to tell you my experience with Knights of the Griffon the very first time I played Prophecy of Pendor. At that time, I didn't know anything about the custom knighthood order, so I went with Knights of the Griffon as my knighthood order. And I actually spent a lot of money in upgrading them, but believe me, that was really strange for me. Every time I went to battles against the Jatu, I had not taken any casualties. I did not lose any troop, which is kind of insane. And I think they were supposed to be like that. They were supposed to be strong against all of Pendor invaders, like the Jatu and the Mist Mountain tribes, of course. But the Jatu was kind of surprise for me, because every time I go against the Jatu, I think I'm gonna lose a few units, because of their lancing and horses, they are pretty good. But against the Knights of the Griffon, they had no chance. Okay, let's go and check the village elder again. And by the way, I want to know your opinion about what is the best knighthood order. What do you think is the best knighthood order? So let me know in the comments what you think. So, I don't have anything to tell the village elder, so I think the quest is not with him. I don't know if I should read the book or give it to the scraper. I think I'm gonna start reading it, and maybe I could give it to the scrape. It seems that some time ago a battle took place here. You have found few bent swords, weather skeletons, and rusty armor pieces resemble a griffin and a fragile book. So I think we have found what we are supposed to find, which is the fragile book. I'm gonna go to Maleron and maybe rest here to read the book. I'm a little bit concerned about whether I should give it to the scribe or read it first. So I think I'm gonna go to Pointsburg and speak with him first before continuing reading the book. If there is no option of speaking with him, so that means that we should read the book first. Because I don't know if this messes up the quest or something like that, so let's just make sure that we are doing it the right way. Vorador.
A fellow traveler as myself. Looking for a warm fire and pleasant conversation.
These has nothing to do with our quest, so I think we should continue our journey reading the book. You have finished reading Fragile Book. Unfortunately, the brittle, moldy, oldie beige crumble almost as if fate intended it this way. So, I think now we can speak
Fellow
with
travelers,
Vorador.
looking for a warm fire and pleasant conversation.
The book was very interesting and you have discovered some new facts. I should share it with Vorador. I have found the ruins and discovered some information. Great news, tell me. At the beginning I visited Kewin and spoken with the elder. The elder was forward in noting that there were no other castles in the area but only ruins. He mentioned they were located at the base of nearby Rage where the river first starts. Very interesting. Were his instructions clear? Yes, I decided to go follow the river and travel. Finding it wasn't easy, but as I got closer to the mountain, a path began appearing. A very old and worn path, still covered by forest and dense brush. Not much left by now. There are what I assume was once a castle, which included remains of a gatehouse, foundations of a few bigger houses, and a tower. It seems that some time ago a battle took place there. After further examination I found old weapons, various rusty armor pieces, some with still a visible Griffon heraldry. Upon further searching I found a chest. A chest? What was inside? Under a pile of rubble I discovered a slight damp oak chest. Inside was some equipment which held a worn Griffon symbol accompanied by an old book. To be more specific, the diary of a long forgotten knight. A knight, you say? Interesting. It seems that those ruins were once a castle which 60 Griffon knights called home. The last few pages describe preparations to a feast organized by the commander, who was to host 4 lines Grandmaster. A 300 or so strong delegation was expected. Based on what I've seen on the side and knowing some history of both orders, it's not hard to imagine what had unfolded there. I'm familiar with this story, the Gerbold massacre. In summary, it explains of vanquishing of the royal Griffon knights still loyal to non-existent Pendorian monarchy. It was known that the Griffons had rough relations with the Lions. Furthermore, Lions have recorded that they indeed did wipe the remaining order. No one knows when or where exactly. Those details were expunged from records. So where is the book? I'd like to inspect its content for authenticity and archival reasons, of course. As I said, it was an old book and was very fragile. I was very careful, but it simply fell apart, turned into dust. I'm sorry, dude. It would be hard to know if this place you found was the site of the massacre. And with no evidence of a primary source, it cannot be authenticated. Maybe for the best. I think it best we drop this anyway. It would be rather dangerous to spread information like this, as Order of the Line may take offense. We don't need unnecessary attention anyway. Perhaps you're right, creating rumors may only come back to bite us in the end. But something tells me that there is more to this place, almost as if it draws me there. I have been thinking it seems to be quite well hidden, and in fact not many people know about its location. Perhaps you could use it for something. Maybe I could use it. Let's check if the objective is right. The Old Tale Part 2. Vorador further suggested the valley is located in the central region of Pendor, but at the same time it's quite remote, which in turn not many people know about its existence. It seems to be a good place to establish a small permanent base. Skilled manpower needs to be organized, and Kewin seems to be a good place to start. So we need to go to Kewin and speak with a village elder and see if he can help us with this matter. I don't want to fight any Jatus right now. I'm not ready for that. My body's not ready for that. Help me. Help me. I'm looking for a skilled builder. Do you know any? Do you know of any? Yes, sir, I do. 2 builders live in our village. Normally, I would recommend my nephew, Gregard. But he is currently visiting our cousins in that place. And the other one is Bernard. I will hire Bernard, let him know and give these instructions to the old Romans we had speaking about before. Of course, I will pass the message, sir. I'm thinking about going to the Knights of the Lion and beat the shit out of them right now, to be honest. You have hired? Meet him at the old ruins in the morning. Meet the builder, yes. That's a badass builder. Oh, no, that's a Lithardarian. These are my companions, so I think that would be the builder. Bernard. Hi, Bernard. Welcome, sir. Hello, Master Bernard. Good to have you here. What do you think about this place? Could I establish a permanent base here? Valley has potential, but it would require a lot of work and a lot of labor. What would you exactly need to make it happen? Judging by the amount of work which need to be done, 20 men should be enough to make this place up and running within 2 weeks. We would need tools, strong horses for some heavy lifting, food, and a barrel of ale to keep morale high. Fair enough. Sound reasonable. I'll provide everything for you. Okay. I think we should go to... Let's see what he asked us. He wants 3 horses, 3 packs of tools, 5 dyed meat, 1 barrel of ale. I think that type of horses we had in the beginning of the series. We had 2 of them actually from the very beginning of our series, so we should find them in here in Salarom. We actually always use meat, so that's good to, you know, to have that with us. 1 ale. I don't know if there's... I think I'm gonna sell these items. These are not that good anyway. Organize these food. And maybe, I think I'm gonna need more meat and some tools. Let's, horse, 1 horse, only 1 horse. Yeah, okay, heavy one. And we have 2 in the Enterprise. Yeah. Actually, it's pretty good to start with these horses to avoid, you know, roaming around the map just searching for this. Okay, let's search. We need tools and more meat if possible. Here are the tools. That's good. Let's move on. Okay, let's have the meat here. Only 1, it's okay. I think we have everything. I will not find him during night, I think. So I'm gonna wait here. This episode is already long enough. So I think if he asked me about the men and didn't take anyone, I'm gonna, you know, complete the rest in the next episode. Hi Bernard. Greetings, sir. Do you have all the necessary supplies? Yes, I have everything with me. Here you go. All we need now is 20 strong men. I have the best troops. But you can't use them? I don't know why. Do you need certain types of 20 refugees? That's a problem. So I think I'm gonna wrap it for this episode, and I'll try to gather some refugees from battles. As far as I know, they always present with you know, Red Brotherhood, Highwaymen, Mismounted tribes. These low tier troops always have some refugees as prisoners, so I'm gonna farm them in between the episodes and continue the next part in the next episode. And stay tuned for the next episode.